So I think I'm going to buy my car in cash. That's something I never thought that I would ever utter in my entire life. So I passed my driving test in 2019, which is quite late. And the reason why is because I've worked in London for almost all my life. So actually getting to London was always cheaper to get the train until it wasn't. So I passed really, really late in life and I immediately got a big fancy car because I thought that that was the right thing to do. I was older, I didn't want to drive something that was unreliable all the way to London, so I bought a new car. I drove it off the lot sort of thing, and obviously I lost a lot of money doing that, but that was what I had. And then when I came to sort of find budgeting, and budgeting my money was part of my life, I realised that spending nearly £180 per month on this car wasn't probably the best thing for me to do. So I decided to downgrade my car. It is a car that I still have to this day. It's only £121 a month, but it gets me to where I need to go. I don't love this car. I'm not in love with this car like I was the last one, but it does what it's supposed to do, and I do use it every day. I do very, very short journeys with it, so it's very good and it's very economical. So it serves its purpose. Now that I am out of debt, and now that I'm in a position where I'm actually saving quite a lot of money, I am in a position where I could potentially buy my car. Now, there's lots of pros and cons to this, and I'm going to go through that with you in a sec. Essentially, it could be the right decision for me because I could cut out a load of interest, but the real decision is, do I want this car? Is it a smart financial move? And also, this money that I've been saving up for has been for my home. So is it reasonable to take that big chunk out of what I've been saving to put towards a car that I don't really like, but I need it? So I'm going to do that with you. But before we do that, you may have noticed that behind me I have a wall of advent calendars. Yes, bestie, the 2023 Budget with Ira advent calendar is available. They are all made and they are all ready to be shipped. There are very limited quantities left. So if you would like to get your hands on one of these, head on over to the link in the description because you are getting such a treat with these. They are worth far more than what you'd pay for them, and every single one is made with love, and I'd hate for you to miss out. So if this is what you want, go and grab one while you still can, bestie. So anyway, back to the car. We do need to sort of do a little bit of planning and figuring out whether I should do this or not. So bestie, let's go ahead and have a look at some numbers. So for me, before I make any big financial decision, I feel like the important thing to do is to kind of get things down on paper and try and figure it out analytically, because I'm a creative person. I tend to just run into things which feel like the right thing to do, and I have to stop myself and get things down on paper and be as practical as I possibly can be. Otherwise I'm just going to go with the flow my whole life and make terrible, poor decisions. So I've got a bit of paper. Well, I say I got a bit of paper. I've got one of these. I got a receipt back because I couldn't find a bit of paper. And what I want to do is just kind of work out some stuff. I've got a calculator just in case. So let's take a look at these numbers. So I bought my car 2 years ago. My outstanding balance is £4,258.45, right? And I owe, what I pay is £121.67 per month, right? And I've got 29 more payments left. That's how much I owe. So I could pay £121.67 per month and pay this much back plus 600 or whatever it is over the next 30 months. And 30 months divided by 12 is 2.5 years. So for the next 2.5 years, I could keep paying that back, or I could pay it off. So what they've said is that, yes, I owe this much money, but if I pay it all off today, I'll get a rebate of charges, and that's £536.14. So if I pay that back today, this much is taken off the total. And I suppose that's the interest, that's the everything that accrues, admin charges, fees, all sorts of stuff. And then what I'd actually pay is £3,722.31. So I have that, but let's talk about some pros and some cons, right? So pros and cons. So cons. Not a massive fan of car. It's not my favorite thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But the pros are that it is sturdy, and I guess it is reliable as well. Yeah. And then another thing is that if I use this much, the money is coming out of house, so less money for house. But at the same time, more money for house, because I've got 161 available each month, so 121 each month. So I've got that available. I can put that into saving challenges, I can put that into a home, I can replenish what I've spending quicker. And then I suppose the biggest pro is that I save 536.14. I think the thing that I'm struggling to get over is taking away from the really hard work that I've done this year, because my goal this year was to save 20k, and I'm nearly there. If I take 3,722 away from it, then that means I've got less. So if I got £20,000 and I minus 3,722.31, that means I've got 16k, and that seems really disappointing to me, that I've worked so hard to save up 20k. But I need to sort of, I always say, right, this is what I always say, is if you are aiming for 20k and then you get to 5k, like, that's 5k that you didn't have. So don't beat yourself up about not quite achieving your goals, because you've achieved something that's incredible. And as I say that, I'm actually talking myself into it. I think I'm going to do it, because the pros outweigh the cons. Having 121 available to me every month is much more impactful than not having 3,722. So thinking about it, that 3,722 is in a like 4%, 3,722.31. That's in a 4% thing, like savings pot. So if I divide that by 100 and times it by 4, is it going to make £148 in a year? Let's just say it does. I don't think that's quite right, but let's just say it makes 148.89 in a year, right? Then I times that by 2.5. So I could make 372.23 interest on it, but actually I'm saving 536. So financially, the more responsible thing to do is to save £536 than make 372. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So benefits are, I'm going to save £500. I'm going to save £121.67 each month. And I'll have a car that is reliable and fuel efficient. So yeah, the cons are, don't love the car, but it's outweighed by how useful it is to me. And also I just kind of need to get over the fact that I might not achieve my 20k goal this year, which, do you know what? If I turn around and say I've got 16k, not 20, I mean, if I told myself that 2 years ago when I was horrendously in debt, I'd have slapped myself around the face. Okay, I know what I'm doing, bestie.
To help us give you the best possible service and to direct your call efficiently, please choose one of the following 4 options. Thank you for calling. Please be advised that on the 2nd of November 2023, our contact centre and online self-service platform My Finance will be closed for system maintenance. We will be back open as usual on Friday the 3rd of November 2023. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. Please be aware that your call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Please hold as we put you through to our next available advisor. Some requests will incur an administration fee if completed manually with an advisor over the phone. And how can we help you today?
Hiya, I just wanted
Hi.
just wanted to double check some things because I got a settlement quote on the CS Link the other day, and I just wanted to ask a couple questions about it. Basically, does this mean that if I paid you £3,722.31 today, that would be it? There'd be no more direct debit, nothing like that. It would all be paid off.
That's the same figure we have, yes. That's the 10% figure, that's correct, yes.
What does this rebate of charges mean? So it was going to be 4,258, and then there's 536 taken off. What does that mean?
That's the rebate of interest you saved. So if you continue to the end, you'll be paying 4,000.
Okay.
258.45p. Setting early, say 536.14. Making the settlement there would be 3,722.31. So you save on the rebate stage.
Okay, so basically if I settle today, I'd save 530 quid. Is that something that I can do over the phone with you now, or do I do it on the CS Link?
If you do a car payment over the phone, if you do back payment through your bank, whatever you prefer.
I prefer to do it over the phone. Is there an administration charge?
There's no charge to the debit card. It's a credit card. Some companies, some credit card companies may charge the credit card.
Oh, I'll do it on my debit. 372231. Okay.
That's correct, yes.
All right.
Are you looking to pay this today, Nurse?
Yeah.
And are you looking to make this payment through as a bank loan or through your savings, Nurse?
I saved up for it. Hold on, where's my wallet?
Okay, I'm just going to pause the recording now so you don't record any of your bank details.
No worries.
This is 53 seconds, so it shouldn't be a moment.
It's all right. My bank's probably fretting. I've never spent that much money in one go.
Okay, our payment's gone through successfully for you. And a debit card will take 2 working days to clear. And we will send confirmation out to you the next 7 days. And was there anything else we can help you with today?
No, that's it. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I literally cannot believe I've just done that. I feel sick. I literally feel sick. That is the most money. Wow. Okay, so now in that savings pot, I have 96.40. I feel like I'm going to vomit. Oh. Like, this is like a really weird feeling. Like, I've paid it off. I'm never going to have to pay for my car until I decide I want a new car. Either this one breaks or I want to trade it in and get something different. Like, that's an incredible thing, but I've just lost £3,000. But the positive way to look at this is that for the next 3 years, I'm saving £120 a month. And also I've saved overall £500. So it's a wonderful thing. So it's just gutting when you've saved up for so long, so much money for a house, which is what I really wanted. And I feel good and I feel like I'm gonna vomit, but wild, absolutely wild. Hi guys, girls, non-body parts, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I literally cannot believe that I've done that. I cannot believe that I was in a position to make that happen. It feels wild to me that I don't have a car payment anymore. I've paid that off and I just don't have a car payment. So now my sort of focus is to try and replenish that £4,000 as quickly as I can. I mean, I'm in a good place, but I was just about to celebrate that I hit 20k, I saved my 20k, and that £4,000 that I paid came out of it. So now I might not achieve my goal, but I kind of did as well. So I feel really, really weird. I would love to know what you would have done if you were in my position. Would you have carried on paying that £121 every single month for the next 3 years and paid the interest, or would you have saved the £500 and paid off that amount. I would love to know what you would do. Please let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for getting here, but an extra special thank you to the channel members and the patrons who make all of this possible. I truly mean it when I say without you I would not be here, and that is no more true than it is today. Patrons get sneak peeks, exclusive content and significant discount off my Etsy store, so if you'd like to join them and support me over on Patreon, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. That's all I have for today, so until the next video, which will be a budget bestie on Sunday, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. And bestie, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye bye.